Hi everyone, my name is Jeff Yamazaki and welcome back to my channel. This is a bit crazy, but I just got back from my 5th trip to Japan in 2025. It never gets old and I always find new things whenever I go there, and it always feels like a treasure hunt. So for the 4th edition of must-buy items in Japan, I brought back some really cool stuff that I'm really excited to share with you guys. As always, I'll have the time codes and links below, so if you want to go check that out to jump around the video or want to save a few spots on your Google Map list. Alright, let's get started. First on the list, this Sori Yanagi butterfly stool. I've been eyeing this the last 2 years and I finally pulled the trigger because of the price was too good to pass. Alright, let's open it together. Look how beautiful this is. This is actually under $500 US and we got it at a shop called the Conran shop in Daikanyama. I also saw it at the big BÉIS store in Shinjuku as well as the MoMA shop in Omotesando. They were around the same price, and when I went to the Conran shop they had it in stock, so I just got it and it was tax-free. It was a bit of a pain to bring back the box, but I definitely wanted to unbox this with you guys. However, if you guys buy this, you can definitely disassemble this by unscrewing these 3 screws in the middle and collapsing it and safely storing it in your check-in and bring it back home pretty safely. We got it in the color maple, and I believe there's a darker oak color in this, but it matches our Japandi home aesthetic very well. What I love about this stool is the simplicity of the design and the functionality. I honestly thought this was just a decor piece in the corner of your home, but after doing a little bit more research, you can actually sit on it or rest your legs on it since it is designed to fully support an adult human. We're still unsure how to utilize it in our home. It is a very unique piece, so we're still figuring out where to place it. But I'm thinking you could put some magazines on it, lay an open coffee table book, use it as a decor stand, or just use it as a stool. As we decorate our house and become more interested in designing our place, Japan has been an amazing place to find really cool, beautiful, handcrafted home decor pieces. This was a bit cumbersome to bring back home, but it's so worth it. Alright, next I got something to show you that will help you bring back all your gifts from Japan. Let me introduce you to the all-new BÉIS Pro collection. As you know, BÉIS is known for their design and signature colors, and with this new release, they're focusing even more on durability, functionality, and performance. There's a lot of new products in this collection, but today I want to talk about this one. The Pro Rolling Duffel Check-In. Right off the bat, I love this color, but my favorite thing about this is actually the soft top made out of ballistic nylon. Especially during the long stretches of travel to Japan, I love how the soft top expands and also adapts to all the gifts I bring back from Japan. This ballistic nylon is made from super strong, ultra dense weave fabric, and it's known for its durability, so I never have to worry about checking this one in. Okay, let me share you all the other features that make this bag even better. First, the 50-pound weight indicator is a huge lifesaver, and I wish I had this on every single luggage I own. Second, we got compression straps to help keep everything in one place. Third, padded handles that are often overlooked but such a great feature. Fourth, a zipway divider that turns your luggage into 2 compartments or 1 big one. Fifth, you get a ton of interior pockets as well as a pocket with a key holder. Last but not least, supporting parts like this spine and stand to keep everything secure and durable. So if you're looking for a new luggage that isn't your traditional hardtop, definitely go check out BÉIS's new Pro collection. Alright, let's move on to the next category. Next on the list are shoes. And what I love about buying shoes in Tokyo are these 3 things. Number 1, there's a ton of Japan exclusive models. Number 2, it's way cheaper to buy in Japan. Or number 3, you just can't get your hands on them in the US. And I have an example of all 3. Number 1, this is the Japan exclusive Nike Vomero Plus running shoes in the Ekiden colorway. If you're a runner, you already know about these shoes, but if you don't, this is Nike's popular running shoe, the Vomero Pluses. And during the New Year's in Japan, they do a collegiate running race called the Hakone Ekiden, which is a very popular race during January 2nd and 3rd. So it's a 2-day race of collegiate runners going from Tokyo to Hakone and then back. Running in Japan is becoming more and more popular, and this is the shoe that commemorates this event. Alright, number 2 is Onitsuka Tiger, because this is so much cheaper to buy in Japan compared to the US, and I got a new colorway that I'm super excited to show you. These are the Mexico 66 ST in the Metropolis / cream colorway. I call it the metallic or gunmetal metallic. You can buy the metallic colorways on the US website for around $270, but in Japan you can pick these up for around $110, $115 US depending on the exchange rate, but that is a huge difference in price. I love my yellow and silver colorways that I've showed here before, but when I saw these on the streets of Tokyo, I knew I had to get them. And oddly enough, when I try to search these specific ones on the US website, they don't have them, so it just might be an out of stock issue, but you can definitely pick these up in Japan. Alright, number 3 are footwear that you can't get your hands on in the US, and these are the Goyemon sandals. Specifically, these are the Goyemon Seta Unda sandals. These are inspired by traditional Japanese sandals, and the guys at Goyemon redesigned it with air soles typically found in sneakers. They also use modern materials and collaborate with really cool brands like Supreme and other Japanese brands, so it's worth checking out their flagship store in Shibuya, and I'll also leave a link down below to their store so you can go check it out next time you're in Japan. Other brands like Asics, Converse, Mizuno, OAO, Shetland Fox, and a ton of other brands have great offerings, so definitely keep an eye out for footwear while you're in Japan. Alright, on to the next one. To be honest, I have way too much clothes at home and I've been resisting myself from buying too much clothes in Japan, but I had to bring back one matching set that I really enjoyed. I went to the OAO store in Daikanyama and I've shared their shoes here before, but they just came out with a new line of clothing and I got my hands on them. Take a look at this jacket. I love the crop and the small details of the jacket, which you can style separately or together with the matching black pants. I believe they have a brown colorway in this set, but for really nice pieces like this, I like to keep it pretty neutral so I could style it many different ways. OAO is known for really cool and unique footwear, but because of their attention to detail, I knew their clothes were going to be equally good. Also, I got a little sneak peek into the upcoming footwear collection from OAO, which is really cool. So I recommend checking out their store in Daikanyama or in Kyoto, which they recently opened. I'll leave more information in the description below. But until then, let's move on to the next one. You guys already know this, but Japan is goated for vintage watches, and I finally got my hands on a watch I've been eyeing for quite a while. This is a 1977 Seiko Lord Marble 36,000 reference 5740-8000. This is considered Japan's first high beat mechanical movement, aka 10 ticks per second or 36,000 beats per hour. What makes high beat movements really cool, unique, and important to the watch is that one, the second hand movement is very smooth, which I love, and also keeps the time very accurately. The higher frequency corrects errors from wrist and sudden movements much better throughout its lifetime. The case size is 35mm, so it fits really well on my small wrist, but unfortunately didn't come with the original band. This watch was a significant step in the evolution of watchmaking for Seiko, so I wanted to add a piece of Seiko history into my collection. I've introduced this place a couple times here on YouTube and Instagram, but I got my watch at Firekids in Nakano, Broadway, and they have a great selection of Seiko, King Seiko, and Grand Seikos. This piece retailed at 128,000 Japanese yen, but with tax-free, I ended up taking this home for around 700 US dollars. And for the quality and the warranty that was included, this was definitely a great piece to pick up. Also, with the weekend, tax-free, made in Japan, and the impeccable service you get in Japan, you won't find a better time to buy a watch. There's also a ton of other Japanese watch brands besides Seiko, so do your research and you'll be able to find some amazing watches to bring back home. This might be my favorite item I brought back from Japan this trip. Only because I know I'm going to use this every single day and it's going to put a little smile on my face. This is a handcrafted Masuda Kiribako rice container that I bought at a store called Akomeya. If you love shopping for high quality kitchen goods and food products, you'll definitely love the store Akomeya. So this is a 3 kilogram version, but I believe they also have a 1 kilo and 5 kilo container. For me, this is definitely for aesthetic purposes, but if you're the type of person who pulls rice from the bag directly, this is a worthy investment, and it's not too expensive at $50 US. Keep your rice in an airtight container like this is very key, since it keeps your rice from odors, bugs, and moisture, which keeps your rice fresh much longer. Also, you can store other grains here, and it's not just for rice. Overall, this is one of those small daily luxuries, just like luxury hand soap, which makes your life a little bit easier and a little bit more enjoyable every single day. I got one more kitchen/home good item that I want to show you guys. These are the Goyemon double wall glass, and these are made by the same people who made the Japanese sandals. I've been on the hunt for nice Japanese glassware so I could drink my green tea in the morning, and I think I found it. Here are the double wall glass. Based on the little insert, it's microwave safe, resistant to condensation, comfortable to hold, and keeps drinks hot or cold for longer periods. I ended up getting the blue and pink colorway, but I believe they have 6 other colors to choose from, so I recommend going to their store in Shibuya and picking them out. But look how beautiful these are. Alright, that's it for kitchen goods, so let's move on to the next category. Next, we got some food. I don't think I've ever introduced food on this series, but I couldn't pass up on sharing these 3. First is from a fellow YouTuber that I love watching, and I'm sure you guys have heard of him as well. It's Paolo from Tokyo, and I got my hands on his Kaminari hot sauce. I was walking around Shibuya with my wife and she recognized the spot that Paolo often goes to showcase his vending machine that sells his Kaminari hot sauce, so I couldn't resist myself from picking one up. I love my hot sauces, so this was definitely a no-brainer. And once I got back home and I tried it, it is very good, but also very spicy. The umami levels on this is off the charts, but I wish he made a little milder version so I could douse everything in this. It makes my mouth water just looking at this bottle, so if you love spicy hot sauces with a side of umami, this is worth picking up. I'll leave the Google Map link of the vending machine in the description below, and I believe I got this for 2,000 yen. Next is a food item that went crazy viral in Japan. And this will be a really cool gift for your friends and family if you can find it. This is the Gumitsu gummy candy, which is crunchy on the outside and chewy on the inside. And it comes in all these colors and flavors. I haven't tried this yet, so let's try it together. My wife's friend gifted this to us, so I'm not too sure where she bought it, but if you do a quick Google search, I'm sure you could find this somewhere in Tokyo. All right, let's try it. Wow, a lot crunchier than I expected, and has a nice gummy texture in the inside. And the flavor is really good. And I believe this one is peach. This would be great for an ASMR video. I'm gonna save this one for my wife, but let's move on to the next item. My last food item is similar to the Gamitsu, but this one is a lot easier to buy. These are all the gummy and candies that I bought while I was in Japan this last trip. Some of you may know, but the gummy and candy culture in Japan is booming right now. And every few weeks or even days, I see new flavors and textures coming up. So I wanted to share with you guys 3 of my favorites. These are my #1 favorites at the moment. They are called the Ninja Meshi from a brand called UHA or UHA. These are about 120 yen per pack, and they only come with maybe 10 little chiclet style candies. They look like these, but they have a hard candy texture on the outside and a slightly hard gummy texture in the inside. My favorites are the grape and soda flavor. Next are these puree premium gummies. I'm sure you guys have seen these. These are also sold in the US, but in Japan they have different versions, but these are the special premium versions from Japan. The one in muscat grape and strawberry. They have a little fizz sparkling texture to these, and the flavor and the texture on these are incredible. Last but not least are these Kamu Kamu candies. These are grape flavored. They have soda flavor, Coke flavor. They have all sorts of flavors throughout the year. I love these because they have a texture of a jelly bean but slightly harder, but it has a really good mouthfeel and a texture that makes you keep coming back for more. Just as honorable mentions, they have really cool textured gummies like mochi textured gummies, these stick gummies, super sour gummies. A new version of the Ninja Meshi just came out. They all come in these small packs at the konbini, so it's easy to try without breaking the bank, and I love bringing these back for friends and family because they're cheap and you can only find these in Japan. So if you love Airheads, Nerd Clusters, or Starburst here in the US, definitely go check out the candy aisle at your local konbini. Last but not least, we got some home goods that I wanted to share with you guys. These are a lot smaller compared to the big butterfly stool that I shared in the beginning, but I think you'll enjoy these. Starting off with this. This one's pretty special. My wife got this for me for my Christmas present, so let me show you what's inside. As you can see, it's from a brand called Acraft, and they make 101 handcrafted Daruma dolls. But this one is specifically made with denim. As I said, my wife bought this for me for Christmas, and we're gonna use it as a symbol for a really big annual goal that we're trying to hit in 2026. I'll be placing this in our living room where I can see it every single day and use it as a quiet accountability partner. Next is this shimenawa, which is a twisted rope made of rice straw and is mainly used as a good luck charm in your home. Since it's the year of the horse, it has a nice little horse decoration, and it's perfect to hang somewhere in the house to protect us from bad energy. You'll see this at many Japanese households during the new year, so if you're not there during January or February, it might be a bit hard to find one of these. However, if you do go in the spring, you might be able to find some leftover on sale, so keep an eye out for one of these called shimenawa. Next, we have this handmade paper mache charm. And it comes with a little red stand. This is a fukuhariko in the shape of a horse, and we got this when we visited Gifu this trip. It's a charm that symbolizes good fortune, happiness, and protects us from all the bad luck. Similar to shimenawa, Japanese households will usually decorate their house with one of these. Next is a fragrance, and we've been a big fan of a Japanese fragrance company called Shiro. You can find this brand at pretty much any large department store in Tokyo, and we love them because they have a lot of subtle fragrances or subtle scents that aren't too overpowering and easy to use throughout the house. But this time we went and bought a refill for this container. We got our favorite white tea scent, and with each purchase you get replaceable reed sticks. So recommend going to Shiro and finding your own personal diffuser scent for your home. Next we have something from MUJI, which is this bamboo container that we've been eyeing for a while. I wanted a more Japanese style basket where I could put my Japanese tea products in, and I thought this was a perfect item. I always thought of MUJI as the Uniqlo of home goods in Japan, so if you're looking for home goods that have that Japan-y aesthetic, definitely go check out MUJI, and I recommend going to the Ginza store because they have so much inventory there. Last but not least is this very big furoshiki. Furoshiki is mainly used to wrap things like gifts, bento boxes, wine bottles, and other things, but for this one we wanted to use it as a poster. We've been eyeing decor inspo on Pinterest, and we saw something really cool where someone framed one of these. I love the color and the simple design of this print, so I'm looking forward to framing this and placing it somewhere in the house. Alright, that's all for my home goods that I brought back from Japan, but I love bringing back these small items because it reminds me of Japan, and it's a great way to relive some of those memories. I think this is one of my favorite hauls so far. What do you think? I feel like there was a good balance between clothes, shoes, home goods, and food, and I hope this gives you a good idea of the different types of genres of gifts that you can bring back from Japan. I'm excited to see what you guys bring back on your trip, so tag me on Instagram when you get back, and as always, thank you so much for watching and see you in the next one.